Firefighters responding to a brush fire on Canfield Mountain near Coeur, Alene, Idaho, were ambushed by sniper fire on Sunday, resulting in the deaths of at least 2 fire personnel and injuries to others, according to officials. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office said emergency crews were dispatched to the scene around 1:30 p.m. after reports of a fire in the wooded, mountainous area just north of the city. About 30 minutes later, gunshots were reported. What began as a standard wildfire response quickly turned into an active shooter situation. Sheriff Bob Norris confirmed during a 4:30 p.m. press conference that the attack was ongoing. "We are actively taking sniper fire as we speak," he told reporters. He added that crews were still being brought down from the mountain and that it was safe to assume other personnel remained in harm's way. Norris stated that the fire may have been intentionally set to lure responders into a trap. "We believe this was a calculated and heinous act," he said. Law enforcement, including SWAT teams, evacuated the area and returned fire in an effort to neutralize the threat. Idaho Governor Brad Little called the ambush a heinous direct assault on our brave firefighters in a statement on X, formerly Twitter, urging residents to pray for the victims and their families as more information becomes available. The firefight and search for the suspect stretched for hours as law enforcement closed off the Canfield Mountain trailhead and Nettleton Gulch Road, about 4 miles north of downtown Coeur d'Alene. Authorities issued an emergency alert warning residents to avoid the area, which is popular for hiking and biking and is covered in dense forest and brush. By Sunday evening, a single deceased suspect was found on the mountain with a firearm nearby. Authorities believe he acted alone. The identities of the 2 firefighters killed have not yet been released, and Sheriff Norris said investigators were still determining how many others may have been injured or caught in the attack. The blaze itself, though initially small, continued to burn throughout the evening as fire crews were forced to pause suppression efforts for safety reasons. Sheriff Norris said the fire had spread over 15 to 20 acres, worsened by the delay in response caused by the attack. Federal agencies including the FBI and ATF responded to assist in the investigation, which is now focused on determining the shooter's identity, motive, and background. Officials have not yet confirmed whether the gunman had prior ties to law enforcement, fire services, or any extremist ideologies. "This is one of the most horrific attacks on first responders in Idaho's history," said Governor Little. "We will not rest until we understand exactly what happened and ensure justice is served."
This information is very preliminary and is subject to change. We want to give you and the public as much information as quickly as possible. So at approximately 1:21 p.m. this afternoon, we received reports of a fire on the east side of Canfield Mountain. Fire assets responded to the scene, and at approximately 2 p.m. this afternoon, it was reported that firefighters were receiving shots fired at them. We now have 2 deaths. We have an unknown amount of casualties. We still have civilians that are coming off of that mountain. We might have civilians that are stuck or in shock on that mountain. So this is a very, very fresh situation. We are actively taking sniper fire as we speak. This is an active situation. We have multiple agencies that are on scene from local and federal authorities, and we are prepared to neutralize this suspect who is currently actively shooting at public safety personnel. We are prepared to neutralize this suspect as quickly as possible.